Alright, so if you have a laptop and you can't log into your Windows operating system for whatever reason, you just don't know the password, this is how you can reset or change the password booting from a live Linux USB. So you grab a USB stick that is at least 2 gigabytes in size and head over to Ubuntu.com and navigate towards the alternative downloads. And you want to go down to past releases and other flavors. We're using an older Ubuntu because we're loading from older style laptop that was running Windows XP. And I chose 32-bit tar, and it worked perfectly. For yourself, you'll just have to do your own research and see which one works best for you. And if you're wondering how to burn the .iso image onto your USB stick in order to boot Linux, Ubuntu has an entire walkthrough for you. And if you just follow the directions that I captured here on the screen, you'll be able to find it, and it'll show you exactly what to do and what you need to download to do it. It's actually pretty easy. I've done it a few times and had no problems. Okay, so once you've done all that, take your USB stick and plug it into your device and boot up, and make sure to access the different boot options. In this case, it's by hitting F12 repeatedly right before the Windows login screen. And you want to select a USB storage device, and with any luck you'll be greeted with the purple Ubuntu page. So I sped this up because it took a little while to load. And when you get to this screen, you want to make sure that you click on Try Ubuntu. You don't want to install at this point. You just want to change the password using the Ubuntu terminal, which I'll show you how to do right now. So once you're in, you want to navigate to the upper right corner, just out of the screen, and click on System Settings. And click on Software and Updates. And you want to click on Community Maintained Free and Open Source Software, in parentheses Universe, and hit Revert or Close or Reload. And just make sure that you get this dialog box saying that it's updating the cache. And this will allow you to download a application called CHNTPW, or software rather. That is a piece of software that will allow you to go and change your password. So you'll find your hard drive after you click on File Manager, and you want to click on that and navigate, or double click the Windows file and then navigate down to System32 and open that. At this point we're just creating a path for you to type in later in terminal, because it could be different depending on your device. So after you click on System32, you want to find the config folder and open that up. And this is where your SAM file will be. That's the database that stores all the password hashes. And so if you right click and go to properties, you'll have the file extension that you want to enter in later. So you click on Terminal. You want to open up Terminal. And this is where we'll again update the cache just to make sure that, doubly sure that you can download and install CHNTPW. So you want to type in sudo apt-get and update and hit enter. And once you're done all that, you can try downloading CHNTPW software by typing in sudo apt-get. Wait for myself to catch up here. Alright, sudo apt-get install CHNTPW and enter. and you should be greeted with all these little details saying that it's installed onto the operating system. So now we can open it up and get to changing the password. So move that dialog box down there so I can see what file path I need to take or enter in. And so you want to type in cd for change directory, / in my case media, / Ubuntu, / OS disk, / Windows, / system32 / config. So whatever your directory says you want to type in. Okay, and now we're able to access the files in the config folder. So we want to open up CHNTPW by running sudo CHNTPW-L. -L is for list. We'll get a list of all the usernames. And so take a look and figure out which username you want to change or reset the password for, and type in sudo CHNTPW-U for user. And in this case I chose administrator, and you want to type in SAM to access the SAM database yet again. Okay, and you'll be given a list of options. For Windows XP, I found it was most effective just to clear the user password, so that's what I chose. Prior to this, I did set a new password, but I booted back to Windows XP and it didn't work. Okay, and you want to click Y for this, write hide files. And once you've done this, it should be reset, and you'll be able to shut down and restart your computer and try it out, see if you can access your Windows operating system. Alright, we'll type in the applicable username. And success, we're in. Hopefully this worked for you, and if it didn't, just leave a comment and I'll be happy to try to set you in the right direction. Or there's lots of tutorials out there, you might find one that describes it in a little more detail than I have, but if you follow all the directions you should be okay. Thanks for watching.